It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded just a, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Packer spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
The pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 41-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Carried by number 24.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Incomplete. Intended for his running back. It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Incomplete.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go to end this one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he slings one that's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Holding offense. This is unbelievable.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. A gain of 6 there on first. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 4.
He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll kick things off with one of the best rivalries in football. The New York Giants on the road in Big D. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Texans have been playing out the string for a while now, but they could push their mark to 3-10 with a victory. Lastly, we'll grab our passports and head down to Mexico City. See what's going on in the International Series. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Bears trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Falcons first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Washington 10.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
24.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
By the Falcons.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
7 yards the pickup there.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56 and Mike, boys, 56. Check.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Atlanta.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second TD of the game, his 6th of the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
The pass. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the
So they
offense.
escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.